Hello beautiful people, I'm back. My name is Deandra if you are new here, and if you are a returning viewer, I'm so happy that you came back. As you guys know, I went away, I went on travels, I was kind of MIA for a little bit. I have to be honest with you guys, I did say that I would try to take some footage. No, it didn't really happen all that much. So I did do, hopefully you saw a little preview, or I did a little, synopsis of what I did. But to be honest, there was a lot more done, and I just did not record it. I'm so sorry. But listen, I was living my best life, and that's what you should do on vacation. But I really did want to do a quick recap of, because I did do an accessories video of what I was packing. And although I did not show and did not take any pictures of my outfits, I apologize. I wanted to tell you or share with you what I actually use, because I did share I'm an overpacker. All the time I do. I barely get it to fit or have or weigh, I should say, 50 pounds. And since the first trip I barely made it, the second trip I brought my carry-on with me, and I did bring more stuff. I did bring my Etro wristlet, which I thought I was going to wear, did not. Now let's get into what I actually wore. Let's not draw out this video, right? So as you guys remember, I did carry my huge sunglasses. It's huge in terms of what it can hold, but it's kind of compact. And I did bring some more or different sunglasses the second time around. The only one different that you have not seen, I did say I packed these, but the only one different that you have not seen were these. These are a dupe off of Amazon from a Tom Ford sunglasses, and I honestly, online they tricked me. Online it didn't have this logo, because as you guys know, that is like the T for the Tom Ford. It didn't have it in the picture, so I was expecting it not to have that, and I was like, perfect, I'll get it because it doesn't have it. And this was a recommendation from Jerenica Mycia. I don't know if you know her channel. Yeah, this was recommended by Jerenica Mycia, and it looks so good on her. I was like, I'm gonna have to try it, because as you guys have known from the Lorvay, I've been struggling to get like black rimmed. I do only have two currently. I have a Brada and a Aspen of London black rimmed sunglasses, but I've been struggling to get a different kind of vibe one, and those I wouldn't say I completely am sold on. So I was like, let me try something different. So I said, let me do a dupe, an inexpensive option first before doing it. And this is from Her Drawer. It is really good quality for what it is and what I paid for. I remember back in the days when I would pay these prices for sunglasses, it wasn't feeling this substantial. And this is what it looks like on. I think it looks pretty good on, for me at least. And that's why I brought it. Long story short, I always ramble when I start talking to you guys. Listen, hopefully you guys can bear with me, but long story short, I brought 5 in total because I did double up on some, and I did have one in my carry-on, right? So this is actually the sunglasses that pairs into this sunglasses case. And why that's in there is because literally these are the only 2 sunglasses that I wore out of the 6 sunglasses that I brought. As I said, I overpack because I want to have options. And honestly, on other vacations, I have used more sunglasses. Not all, but more. But this one, I don't know. I was just creature habit. And they're kind of almost the same shape, you know what I mean? But different brand, Ray-Ban, Guess. I've had these in my closet for a good amount of time. This one is newer, but I literally wore nothing else. Because honestly, most of the time I just want something simple. And this is a very classic, simple color for me. And shape on my face, it just works. And this was just like when I'm not wearing gold or brown and I have more cooler tones, silver tone type of situation, something like what I'm wearing right now. Yeah, I gravitated towards this. So, probably it's something to make note of for other vacations if I want to challenge myself and not bring too much on vacations or when I'm packing. But I know I'm gonna want the other options just the same. I'm not gonna show you what else I brought. Just go and watch the accessories videos to get that information. Alrighty guys, so really quickly, let's get into the shoes. This should be a really quick video. As you guys know, I have this packing cube. I have not unpacked anything. Yeah, I haven't unpacked anything because I wanted to get through this with you first, and I was not going to save. Once I start unpacking, I'm doing everything all together, and tomorrow I'm going to start doing laundry and everything. So literally the two that you see in front, which is the Puerto Rico brown ones and the pink Ted Baker jelly sandals, were worn. They came in clutch. I think I used almost all my shoes this trip except for two. Yes, I would say I definitely did not use the cold hand strappy snakeskin this time, and I don't believe, actually no, I think that's the only one. I did bring a Nike slides because I thought I was going to use that when I went ATVing, and I used sneakers instead. That doesn't technically count because that wasn't necessarily for outfits. That was just for a situational excursion type of situation. So honestly, although I packed, I think about I think 10 shoes if I'm not mistaken. I did bring the snakeskin heels. No, I did not use them at all. There was not a time that I wanted to be higher than my current height. I just wanted to stay flat on the ground. So yeah, I would say besides the snakeskin strappy sandals, this snakeskin heeled sandals that I showed you, as I said, go and watch the pack with me video, and the Nike slides, I wore every single thing else, and I brought almost 10 to 11 shoes if memory serves me correct. So this was well worth it. Now let's get into the bags. As you can see, let's start with the first one that I showed you, which was my Isabel Marant raffia and leather tote. Now I love this to pieces. At times I wish I had gotten it in different colors, but that's just the greedy side of me. Really and truly, what I bought this for is what it is serving as, which is a beach bag, and actually even more because it transcends to other activities very, very well. And honestly, although I do see like some wear and tear on it, I feel it's very well made and it holds up very well for how much abuse I've put it through. So I would say this is definitely money well spent. And the leather straps, besides it being crinkled, because I don't care how I put them at all, whether I'm storing it or traveling, I don't care, because guess what, once I start putting it on my person, it figures itself out. Okay, it's the most easiest thing to wear, whether shoulder or top handle, because you do have the two straps. It's so comfortable. I love this to pieces. So this is forever a good purchase for me, especially for travel. All right, this mango straw bag, I literally only wore it once. I did it for an evening out. We had like a reservation at an Italian restaurant, and I wore a romper, and I said I just want something simple and cute, and this was what I decided to pair it with. The other bag that I had, the other straw bag that I did bring, if you guys remember this one that kind of goes into a croissant straight. Ugh, why can't I talk? The other bag that I brought that goes into this shape, honestly, is kind of misshapen because it was stored and stuffed into this one. I didn't use it, not one bit. And honestly, I paid a absurd amount of money for this one, to be honest, because I thought it was gonna go out of stock off of Mango, because that has been my luck lately, and it's still there for the same amount of price. So I don't know whether that's a good thing that I bought it, or because it seems like people are buying it just the same, that they don't need to lower down the price at all. It has not gone on sale at all, so perhaps people are buying it. So I don't know, or it's just stubborn to go, and I was one of those suckers to buy it. But nonetheless, yeah, this came in clutch just one evening. I did not wear it again. All right, so next is this beautiful Tori Sedan quilted goodness in this silver metallic color. This came out a couple times over my trips, on both trips, mind you, primarily in the evening, whether it was a dinner or a nightlife type of situation. This came out only as a clutch, even though it does have D-rings, and I do have the chain strap in which I can wear it as a shoulder bag or as a crossbody bag. Nope, I want it right under the arm, go about my day. And I don't know, I honestly, these I was not even these trips, because even here in the US, when I have been going out with my girls and so forth, I've been gravitating a little bit to clutches. Like I finally wore a Cult Gaia clutch that I've not worn any of my Cult Gaia clutches. Let's just get that out the way. And I wore one and it was heavenly. And I'm like, I need to start wearing more clutches, and I want oversized clutches now, because I'm just seeing a whole bunch of different outfits just being created just with an oversized clutch. Okay, next I brought my epi leather pochette accessory from Louis Vuitton, and honestly, this was the first time I ever worn it. As you guys remember in that video, I said I forgot that I had it. Okay, and I took it out and I was like, oh my gosh, it's slim. When I'm on vacation, I'm not carrying a lot. I just really need to carry my phone, my keys, or the card key, you know. And honestly, one of the hotels, I didn't have an actual traditional key card. They had a wristlet where you just press everything, so it was even better. And money if I need it, you know. This is perfect, absolutely perfect. I did not wear this one as a clutch, although I could. I wore this primarily as a shoulder bag. Now it does have a small hang top. It does have a small drop, but I made it work. My arms are not that fat. Hopefully they get smaller, but you know, it was enough for me to work with. Surprisingly enough, this wristlet was barely used. I literally used it, I think, once on its own. Surprisingly, this Coach wristlet, which I did buy extra wristlets for since it broke off, I didn't really use it that much these trips. Honestly, I haven't really used it much these trips by itself. I did use it inside the Raffia Isabel Marant Raffia bag. I did use it inside that as a catch-all for certain things that I needed. But this used to be like my go-to for everything on other trips. Like all the bags were ignored on most of my other trips because this was like my healthy companion for everything. This trip, I don't know. I guess because I brought actual functional things. Not saying that my Courtney bag is not functional, it's just a tad bit too big for travels. I'm not carrying that much. This is more of a domestic bag, you know. If I'm going to be there for large amounts of time, you know, like a travel where I'm going to be there for 3-4 weeks, oh yeah, I'm gonna need something like this that would have space. But for just like a week or two, no, these small bags like these and these work very well for me. And so honestly, this is the 3rd or 4th trip in a row that I brought this out on, so I kind of know this is a staple. And these two were new ones that I tried out this time, and I think it's going to be a consistent grab, mainly because they're really good pops of color. This one is a really great neutral, and I just think it works. Honestly, because this worked out so well, I have my eye on more epi leather pochettes from Louis Vuitton. I think I want one in orange. I currently see one in orange that I have my eye on, but I feel like $400, over $400 is too much for this. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's thin. It's thin. So I feel like it's a little bit too much. But nonetheless, yeah, this one doesn't use all that much on its own, but a little bit as a catch-all. So it's still kind of useful and needed for my traveling needs. All right, really quickly, I did bring this out. I didn't bring it for the Jamaica trip, but I did bring it for Barbados. And honestly, it just didn't work. It didn't work. I didn't gravitate. I shouldn't say it didn't work. I just didn't gravitate towards it. There was a whole outfit that I had in mind, and I didn't wear that outfit, so that's why I think it never worked. But I'm pretty sure it will have its day. I'm not willing to part ways with this at all, but there will come a time. Let's talk about this one. This one is the Dress Up Your Purse largest pouch, envelope pouch out of the trio set that I got. Now this I actually wore once for the first time. I wore it with my jelly rock stud dupes for the Valentino rock stud sandals, the black ones. I wore it together with that with a nice electric blue dress to dinner, and it worked out very, very well. I honestly, this was the only black option I had, so I didn't have any other choice, and I wore it as a clutch. Okay, I did not wear, I know I did have the wristlet, and I just brought it with me just in case if I was tired of just holding it like this and I wanted to just be free and have it swing. But no, this was enough under the arm just the same. Like, it was really effortless. I've been, as I said, gravitating to clutches a lot more, and I feel like these trips kind of solidified that fact. Like, it kind of clicked, like, D'Angelo, you actually really like clutches, which is helpful because, as you guys know, I did do a clutch collection video in which I'm just like, I haven't worn 90% of these. So that should change, hopefully. So I think I went through everything. I hope this video was a bit slightly informative in terms of, well, I guess it's more informative for me as to what I've been gravitating to, but I just think it would be nice to share with you that, you know, out of everything that I brought with me, that is what I gravitated to, and that's what was used. Alright, so yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it is a very short video and it's not too long, but I am back, and hopefully you guys will see this footage soon. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are, and as always, have a good one. Bye.